Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Nordica Enforcer 94. This ski does not change structurally from last year. We do get an updated graphic, but this is in year 2 of the current construction and shape, bringing it a little bit more on the denser side than what we saw in the past. Remains one of the most rock solid and unflappable skis in the mid-90s category that we see. It does have a little bit of playfulness and versatility to it because of that free ride influence, that Enforcer influence, but because of the really strong construction, it simply excels on carved turns on groomed terrain. It is really one of the better mid-90 underfoot carving skis out there. If you want to be a little bit more adventurous, go off trail, ski some bumps, ski some trees. Does take some more effort for sure because it is pretty heavy and pretty stiff, but if you really spend most of your time on groomers, want something with just unflappable stability and power, this Nordica Enforcer is the way to go. It takes a certain skier to really get it to activate in an off-trail situation due to the weight and due to the stiffness. We are still built with a blend of poplar and beech in the wood core. It is thicker in this wood core than it was in the previous generation. We also get 2 sheets of metal, slightly narrower sheets of metal than we saw in the previous ski, but still 98% full sheets of metal. So a lot of stability and power coming from that denser, thicker wood and that those 2 full sheets of Titanal in here. So definitely some beef going on. This is the 185, and on the scale here, we are at 2,136 grams per ski. So definitely getting up there in the weight department. And what that does on snow is it makes it feel like there's nothing going on under your foot. It really does a good job at absorbing vibrations, taking any amount of chatter out and just delivering pure and raw power, translating from your boot to the snow through the ski. They're very interesting and very powerful set of skis here. You do have to work to get that last bit of energy for sure, but they still have a little bit of versatility due to the shape and the profile. The Enforcers have always been interesting because for such a burly ski and for such a strong on-piste performer, they've always been at least somewhat mobile because of this interesting shape. Incorporating more creativity into the footprint and then relying on kind of race-like construction to deliver the performance. So 128, 94, 116, we get an 18-meter turn radius here and a rocker camber rocker profile. Actually, some really positive camber going on here. Nice snap and energy built into the ski. And then kind of, I would say, moderate tip and tail rocker. Where you're really getting the accessibility and off-piste is in this rounder turn, rounder tip shape and tail shape as well. So it's not going to lock you into the turn until the very end. Does have that gradual taper that allows for a little bit shorter of an effective edge, and that also is part of the culprit with that shorter turn radius. 18, I think, is kind of on the shorter side of normal for a 185 ski that's 94 underfoot. And you can get it, you just have to push a little bit harder for it. It does not do it for you. Speed, weight, strength, skills, all of these things come into play when you're trying to find that 18-meter arc. That said, it is more than happy to go longer and faster than that. Unflinching at speed, really, really powerful ski overall. Some test feedback from Camden Waller here notes that the Enforcer 94 is much more responsive than its wider 99 counterpart. It has more pop and is incredibly maneuverable. It was great at speed and very confident on edge. I'd love to try it on harder snow to check out its edge control. Spoiler alert for Camden here, it does awesome on firmer snow. We had a handful of days this past year where it was nothing but firm snow, and this thing just eats it right up. No issues whatsoever. Incredibly powerful, grippy, and smooth. Just because it is relatively thick and heavy, it is just a little bit harder to get it from edge to edge. It's not as snappy or as peppy as lighter skis in this range. I mean, if you think of an opposite like an Elan Ripstick 96 or something like that, that focuses on lightweight, energy, mobility, agility. This doesn't have those focuses. This has the other side where it's damp, powerful, and stable and unflinching. So if that sounds like you, make sure you check out this Nordica Enforcer 94 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.